everyone, and welcome back to Repeat. On the last episode, I think I broke something in my throat. It seems to be doing a little bit better. I took a little break, but I'm doing fine. I might talk a little bit higher. There might not be so many drastic voice change differences, but we'll see how it goes. Just to relax a little bit on the throat. Just going to talk a little less wacky crazy, you know, just a little careful, just a little relaxed, a little chill, like with this music, just relax. Jenny cheerfully beckoned me to join her table. So, what was your name again? Your number on my phone is saved as Ghost Whisperer. Gee, I feel important. My name's John. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you say you were under house arrest? Why are you sipping boba tea at a cafe? It's not real house arrest. I've just got strict caretakers. It's complicated. Even so, could you blame me for sneaking out? This is the best cafe in the city for sweet drinks. Not to mention one of my best friends works here. Best friend? That wouldn't happen to be... Hey! Hey, Teach, I appreciate the visit, but you... Oh, John, when'd you get here? I thought I'd come visit and see how you were doing. Aw, isn't that sweet? John's a cute one. I see why you like him so much. I don't! Jenny laughed and elbowed me playfully. Sissel wouldn't stop talking about you for a whole week. I didn't realize you were the John. The world's such a small place. Yeah, isn't it all of a sudden? Such a small place. I think the reason why I thought Sissel was so short is that his proportions are a little just small. I don't know. I don't know. For some reason he doesn't look like he's tall from this. Alright, John, order a drink or something. Then we can talk about Sissel when he's not here. An ice mocha sounds pretty good. Gotta get my chocolate fix. If he's supposed to be working right now, shouldn't he be in and out for his uniform? John, don't just play along. How else am I gonna get all the good gossip about you? Ugh. Sissel sulked behind the counter and began mixing drinks while he stared at us warily. Aw, you guys are adorable. How'd you two meet? We're just friends and classmates at BriAnna. Just friends? That's questionable at best. Enough about me. What about you? How come Sissel calls you Teach? I've known Sissel for a long time. I have always wanted to be a teacher, so when I started... So when I was little, I started a little tutoring service called Outside of My House. Sissel was my first and only pupil. I taught him how to read and snuck a bunch of stuff to him while he was still on the street. In return, he helped me sneak out a lot and gave me a tour of the city. Wow, you guys seem close. Hey, no need to feel jealous. It's only takes a pair of eyes to see Sissel has a thing for you. That's not what I meant. Just let me know if you're ready to make a move. I'll be your dedicated wingman. Good lord. Sissel appeared at our table again, eyeing us suspiciously. Here's your mocha. John, why's your face red? What if she said, it's all lies, all of it? Come on, Sissel, I haven't gotten into the good stuff yet. There's still that stack of embarrassing photos that I need to unleash into the world. I thought I burned all of them. I have several copies in case you found them. They make excellent gifts for new friends. Since we you two so chummy. Apparently I helped her sneak into the school a few nights ago. Oh boy, did she drag you into another one of her little adventures? Not yet. I let him get back to sleep after I got into the building. You're lucky, John. One time she dragged me around Bradley Lake just to look for ghosts. We got lost for hours. We could have just swam back to the main road, but no, someone refused to even touch the water. Sissel groaned in fond exasperation. Anyway, let's change the subject. Isn't Visitors' Days coming up at the school? Are you going to come along, Jenny? Are you inviting me to sneak into the school? Excellent. I've taught you well, my fine pupil. Everyone here is so smarky. Like, what the fuck, man? What is there even to see on Visitors' Day? Besides the formal dance party afterwards? Most of it's just the academy showing off to the parents. Not Sissel, though. He's taking a culinary arts course, so that means free food! Is that the only reason you're visiting? Of course not. I gotta see how my favorite pupil is doing at a real school now. You've grown up so much. Sissel flushed as Jenny beamed at him proudly. Hey, thanks, Teach. I'll do my best. Cafe door suddenly slammed open as a furious Mrs. Corliss crashed into the building. Oh, fuck. Oh, fizzity fuck. Oh, fizzity fuck fam. Fuck. As she glared in our direction, a sudden inhumane fear seemed to seep into our blood as it chilled us to the bone. Geneva Coolies, how dare you sneak out again! Oh shit, Graham found me. Gotta go! Jenny sat out the door while Mrs. Cooley sprinting after her in a frenzied chase. For such a tiny old lady, Mrs. Cooley runs with a ridiculous amount of vigor. Within seconds, the two of them disappeared into the horizon. I mean, I figured from what she said, considering that John and Ginny happen to look almost exactly almost look exactly the same. They're both smarky as fuck. Wheels are turning. My forehead looks fucking huge. Those two scare me sometimes. Wait, so Jenny is Mrs. Corliss's granddaughter? Yeah, wasn't it obvious? I mean, they've got the same hair and face and everything. Now that you mentioned it, I can really see the resemblance. Speaking of resemblances, I've been meaning to ask, are you and Ginny related or something? Us? No, I've only just met her a few days ago. Really? You two look almost identical. I was sure you two were at least relatives or something. Hey, Sissel, I met this rabbit the other day. Fluffy tail, long ears. Think you're related? Chuckle sissled and gave me a friendly punch to the shoulder. Point taken. So, now that you're here, you want to help me out with some taste testing in the kitchen? I'm trying out a few chocolate recipes. Absolutely! I'm a complete soul for chocolate. You said that as you Sissel, you sly dog, you really know how to capture my heart. I'm kind of scared now that you know Jenny. You two are probably going to end up joining forces and make my life hell. It'll be a pleasant kind of hell, I promise you. Less than 3. At least less than 3. And so we spent the rest of the afternoon sharing sweets and friendly conversation at the cafe. I was right. Chocolate really is the perfect mood fixer. Oh, come on. That was a perfect setup for like a blowjob or something. Come on! Come on! The Monday went by a bit more cheerfully than expected. By the end of the day, I was completely exhausted. Sleep overtook me as soon as my head hit the pillow. Well, ain't this a productive fucking episode? I was already fast asleep and I didn't expect any more interruptions. Oh, maybe I should have known better. There we go. See, I was gonna say, this day can't be over yet. It's barely into this fucking episode. My eyes instantly flutter open. There was a sound. Something was whispering inside my head. Something was calling for me, something familiar. Should I follow it? Yeah, probably. These kinds of ghostly things usually don't leave me alone unless I follow through. With a tired sigh, I got up and dressed before heading to the door. What the fuck's happening now? School office building. It sounded so weak and fragile, but strongly beckoning at the same time. What exactly was it coming from? Huh? There was a small potted plant in the office, a flower of some sort. Is this another wish? A flower? Sissel has the flower! Sissel had the Sissel! Edelweiss! Why, hello there. I thought I sensed something peculiar within our school's walls. How curious. A boy with the eyes of a corpse and the heart of full potential, yet just as dead. Well, what are you? I am but an old and feeble wish, but there is yet strength in these withered roots. It is my purpose to help, and it seems you are in dire need of it. It takes a preposterously strong wish to twist a knot through time itself. And yet you are right at the center of it all. Dear boy, you have my greatest condolences. Oh, great. Now I'm talking to a flower that's spilling meaningless riddles. What else could go wrong? You said you can help. What good can a half-dead flower do? I can tell you the story of the flowers surrounding us all. It is up to you whether they bloom or wither. So, what will it be? Alright, let's start with the forget-me-nots. Forget-me-nots are for funerals, for grief, and for connections that last through time. Your story will not begin until you finish theirs. Save them, and in return, you will save yourself from this prison in time. Seek the truth and look to the past, where this all began. Unless you wish to face the noose again. No. Don't do this to yourself. Don't do this to her. What? Orange rose. Ah, the orange rose. For a plant brimming with thorns, he is terribly gentle with those around him. Wouldn't you agree? The cruelty of the world stomps his branches and spits at his leaves, yet he retracts his thorns and forgives. Such kindness is almost admirable and dangerous. Teach him to rear his thorns, lest his forgiveness pave the way to his own demise. Beware the lily, or see that this orange rose wilts from their greed. What? Ah, the sweet little marigold that grows by the well. This is Philip. Who would have thought that there was such unbridled anger within such a small and unassuming flower? Shackled and chained by his own grudge, he fights and fights and fights, but to what end? What good is battle if he dares not to wish for his own happiness? Relieve him and bring him peace, lest his marigold scatters from his own tired battle. What the fuck? Something just fucking moved. Okay. Try the daffodil. Ah, the worn daffodil that sprouted at the lakeside. His suffering and hunger is long before him. That's Philip. Sissel, fuck. And there is much hope in the road ahead. A new beginning, a second chance. Will he take it? Or will he race backwards towards the misery he left behind? One could hardly blame him. Orphans cannot help but wonder where they came from or who left them behind. He will not like what he finds. However, if he received a second chance, then surely is the one who wronged him deserves it too? Fail to convince him, and watch as this daffodil burns to the ashes in grief. What? The morning glory is an odd flower, don't you think? Death looms at her door, and memories scattered to the wind. Yet she still stands to beckon you towards a brighter path. She is the key. Ironic, isn't it? A girl with the body of a corpse, yet the heart as steeled as any blade. Alright, I'm gonna write this shit down. Not the full thing, but they really emphasized the flower and then the word. So I'm writing this shit down. This picture of Aaron will do. Alright, I think the orange rose is Owen. Fear the lily. It's telling me to basically be more... He says, teach them to rear their thorns unless... in case their forgiveness kills them, so be aggressive. Now, it says about... he fights, but what good is fighting if you can't fight for your own happiness? So, and in the flashback for Philip, he said that he didn't have a wish, and that everything was pretty good, but things clearly were not good. So, it could either be, I wish for Philip's happiness, or it could be, for some reason, when I hear the phrase, relieve him and bring him peace, lest this marigold scatters from his own tired battle, I hear mercy killing, like a suicide type of thing. I don't want to think that. When I first saw the noose guy, the corrupted wish or whatever the fuck, at first that's what I thought it was. And that whole episode I was worried that Philip's way of getting the attention off of whatever, or distracting Owen, was that he was going to hurt himself in some way. But I'm going to go with the first one, is be happy. Alright, so Sissel's one, they said something about orphans can't help but wonder where they came from or who left them behind, but he won't like what he finds. Fail to convince him and watch as this daffodil burns to ashes in grief. It's burns. Fail to convince him. He has to try. He won't like it, but he has to try. So, try. Forget me not. I think that's Echo. Didn't have a keyword in that one, just like, don't do this to her. And that might just be, make your wish. Make your wish count. I am legitimately writing all this shit down. Like, this shit is very intriguing to me. I love it when games do this. They really make me think. The Morning Glory is an odd flower, don't you think? Morning Glory. This one is definitely Lily as... Lily? Yeah, Lily. Wait. No, it's not Lily, it's Jenny. What the fuck's wrong with me? So they said she had the body of a corpse. They're dead. Or something. There's someone died or something. The fucking wish that saved us from... fucking whatever this guy's name was, Mr. fucking rat guy. I don't even remember. Bob Backlund. I don't know. She's the key. So mind her. I don't know what that means quite yet, but I'm writing it the fuck down because I don't. I purposely avoid watching Let's Plays of this game and other games that I'm playing until I've finished doing them. Even if I'm like, oh, I didn't do that, I could have gone back and done something, I'm like, that way it's true to me. I'm not a completionist, I'm not someone who will play everything to 100%, I'm not the best, I don't try to be. So I will try to do what I can, but just bear in mind, I'm prone to fucking up. No more questions. I don't think I understood a single word you said, nor did I expect you to. I pray that these words will help you, however, when the time comes. Dawn soon approaches, as does the chosen day. I pray that you make the right choice. Wish Granter. Wish Granter. That one was also... Oh, God. Oh, and I can even see the roses, but I don't know what the fucking... I don't know what the flowers look like. And those are artist renditions, so I can't fucking... I don't know. Day 9, the paths we walk. This morning rolled almost mechanically, and before I knew it, I was already in class. Writing workshop was as dull as I remembered, and even with Mr. Rokov substituting for Dolores, there was Mr. Dorcas Dolores. Nice fucking name. Students all around me were bustling with anticipation, or lack thereof, of Visitor's Day tomorrow. I didn't pay much attention to it all. My morning was spent quietly looking over my shoulder every now and then. It could be just paranoia, but there was a nervous weight on my shoulders that accompanied the anxious gnawing at my stomach. Focusing on class was impossible, and I was expecting another disaster to barrel through the door at any moment, but nothing came, which felt almost worse. To top it all off, none of my usual company was with me today. Philip was off helping some teachers prepare for Visitors' Day, and Sissel said he was busy with some sort of contest. And Owen, well, he said nothing, but he looked like he didn't want to stick around today. It just hit me how empty everything feels without them. The bell suddenly shrieked, signaling the end of class. Finally. With a sigh, I haul myself up from my seat and follow the sea of scurrying students. Alliteration is fun. Classes were finished, and there was nobody to hang out with. There's not much point to anything today, is there? Time to go back to my room and take a nap. I don't like this music. It's putting me on edge. I'm like, what's going on? I stumbled down the hallway towards my room. It's weird. I feel oddly lightheaded today. What's going on? Whatever, I'll just sleep it off and shut down for today. It's hard to even get out of bed nowadays. I reach for the doorknob, but something stops me. Oh God, this is the first screen! But before we go, can I tell you something? I've said this many times before, but I want to tell you again. I'm sorry I couldn't save you. That was from the beginning of the game. I shook my head furiously and moved away from the door. As much as I'd like to kill time with another lazy day, I can't help but feel like I'd be disappointing someone. I jumped frankly and look around. Echo? Was that Echo? I haven't seen him in days. Where was he? Was he alright? I bolted towards that sound, feet hammering through the halls. Echo! Echo! I raced up to the dorm roof, but found no one there. Disappointment welled up inside me. I swore I jumped at the feeling of something at my feet. It took a moment to notice the prone, transparent body crumpled over the floor. Wait, Echo? Oh, God! What the fuck happened to you? Echo struggled onto his feet, knees shaking. He coughed and looked at me with a strange smile. Oh, hey there, John. What's with the look? You look like you've seen a ghost. What's wrong with your face? That hurts, John. I feel a bit offended now. Seriously, though, are you okay? Because you definitely don't look like it. Echo sighed and held his head warily. I'll be fine in a few days. Sorry for worrying you. I got pulled away and felt unconscious for a while. And fell unconscious for a while. I felt unconscious. I've been really feeling unconscious lately. How long was I out? About 3 or 4 days, I think. 4 days? What day is it today? It's August 9th. Why do you ask? Echo clutched to his chest and let out a sigh of relief. Oh, good. It's not too late. John, listen closely. Whoever you choose to spend time with today, you will be bound to the path they walk. Their hardships and trials you will have to carry along with them. Choose carefully. Just like that? What if I don't want to spend time with anyone? Echo looked at me with a firm and careful gaze. There are people that need you. Do you really have the heart to leave them alone? Then on my stomach tightened painfully. You have too much faith in me, dude. It's something I'm rather proud of. Don't worry, John. Whatever path you choose, I'll always be there to walk by your side. Oh, shit. John, I need a moment. Oh, what a surprise. The useless one finally shows himself. Echo groaned and shook his head in exhaustion. What do you want, Hallie? I need a moment to speak with your wisher. Privately, if you would. What? I can't even spend time with John without you butting in. Leave, or I'll make you leave. You're not in much of a state to argue. Fine, be quick. John, I'll go back to my usual place of rest, if you don't mind. Echo dematerializes like dust flowing into my camera, like a gentle breeze. I clutched my camera gently and smiled. It's good to see him back. I yelped and took a step back, Echo abruptly reappearing and stumbling backwards onto the floor. Echo stared at me wide-eyed in confusion. I was rejected? How? Is that so surprising? That camera isn't yours, Echo. It's John's. Fine, I'll rest somewhere else. John, just call out and let me know when you're done. What? What the fuck? Is he gonna be alright? Hallie stares at me quietly. Who's to say? Echo is festering. He's refusing to perform his job as a wish and rejecting his center, the initial desire that created him. At this rate, he will rot and fester into a corrupted wish, insane and incapable of humane thought. I stand by what I said yesterday, John. Don't trust him. I'll trust who I want, Hallie. Fair enough. But what about those things Echo said earlier? Will I really be bound to the person I choose to see today? Yes, that part is true. Something strange has been in the air ever since you arrived at this academy. Almost like time itself is bending around your every move. We can only guess what happens after today. There's also something else you need to do, but my memory fails me. Looks like you're quite useless too. At least I'm not at the risk of turning into a monster like your wish. Anyway, best of luck to you. I'll be busy the next few days. Don't expect me to come and save your ass from trouble again. What the flying fuck? Hallie vanishes, leaving me alone in silence. Look, I have a long road ahead of me. Whoever you choose to spend time with today, you will be bound to the path they walk. I stared up at the sky and pondered for a long few minutes. Who needs me most? Oh! Hey! Hey, this actually... hey! This actually really helps me, because I was very curious how I was going to be able to fucking... like, what the deal was with doing other routes. This actually helps me immensely. So, I guess when I do this again, I'll just show you the stuff that's different and until I get to this point. Weird, man. That's fucking weird. Or I could just, like, write it down and tell you, and then when I get back to this point... Ooh, music's picking up. I better... Actually... Guess what? I mean, you already know what choice I'm gonna make. It's just a matter of seeing what the fuck happens afterwards. Oh, I can't leave right now. I gotta say Sissel. My thoughts instantly went to Sissel. And on that note, thank you all very much for watching this episode of Repeat. On the next one, we'll see what the fuck happens here, because Sissel stuff, he was the daffodil, the keyword was burns, and my thing was to try. So I don't fucking know. I don't know what I just did. And if you tell me, I'm not gonna fucking be able to read it for a while. So thank y'all very much for watching this episode of Repeat. On the next one, I don't fucking know. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I have been the trained unprofessional, and I speak for the voices in my head when I say until next time, fare thee well. Bye everyone! What the fuck?